Hello?
Hey, Kyler.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, it's Ryan Poles from the Chicago Bears. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just calling to ask you a question. I want to know if you want to be a Chicago Bear.
I would love to. I would love to.
That's awesome, man.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Good. We're excited. We're trying to build something special here, and we think you can help us get that done.
Most definitely. I would love to get the job done.
Good stuff, man. I'm going to give the phone to Coach Eberflus, all right?
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Kyler, how you doing? This is Coach Flus.
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is going to be a start of something really special here, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, you're gonna turn it loose here, man. I'm excited for you.
I promise you I will.
I know.
Hello?
Hey, Jaquan.
Yes, sir. This is him.
Hey, this is Ryan Poles from the Chicago Bears. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
You remember being in my office not too long ago?
Yes, sir. I remember that.
So I got a question for you. Ready to be a Chicago Bear?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to be a Chicago Bear for sure. No doubt.
Awesome, man. Hey, listen, so we're excited. You're going to be a difference maker on this team.
Yes, sir. You just got to seal the giraffe. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You take that frustration and bottle it up and don't ever forget it.
Yes, sir. I got you. Yes, sir. I got you.
I'm going to give the phone to Coach Eberflus.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Hey, I'm so excited for you, man.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. You just got to steal the giraffe.
I love the way you play, man. You're gonna change football games for us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for making this call.
Yes, sir.
You won't regret it.
Yep. I'll see you soon, man. Congratulations, and say congratulations to the family for us from the Chicago Bears. All right.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, Bayless.
How we doing, my guy?
I'm doing good, man. It's Ryan Post from the Bears.
How we doing?
You ready to be drafted?
Man, most definitely, my
We
guy.
need some speed over here. You going to bring it?
Yeah, man, I got you. I'm not going to let you down.
Bayless,
What's up, Coach?
you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
I did. First phone call, we had a great conversation.
I did too, man. We had a great conversation, didn't we?
We had a great conversation, Coach.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. You are going to be so dynamic here. We're so excited, man. I know your family's excited.
They're excited. We wait now.
On the take, Fields was going to do something with it, but it was not this. He's trying to get out of trouble. Breaks out of a tackle left to the 15, 10, 5, end zone touchdown.
How's everybody doing? You guys are coming from college, and I'm sure in college you have a schedule and you have coaches checking in on you and making sure you go to class and making sure you're on this meeting. All that, push that out the window. When he said be on time, that's being a pro. There's a different level of expectations of what's required of you now that you all are sitting in these seats. You going from college to the NFL. There's a huge gap. You went from playing with boys, now y'all playing with men. Let me say that again. Y'all went from playing with boys to now y'all playing with grown-ass men. There's a quote, I'll share this quote with you. Differences are what make champions, not the similarities. And the biggest difference is how they think. Champions think differently.
So with that being said, champions think differently. How am I going to attack Madden 23 with the roster that they're giving me, Madden? That's the question. How am I going to think differently come Madden 23? I kind of abandoned Madden 22 for a simple reason. Pass rush. So I'll start with the quarterbacks, the Bears, and then move on to the other positions to see how the Chicago Bears are stacked up against our roster here going on for Madden 23. So Justin Fields, I've never, ever seen a quarterback rated as low as our third string quarterback here. Just give me a second as I pull this thing up. Never ever seen a quarterback rated this low. So we got Justin Fields, Trevor Siemian, and I believe our third string quarterback is rated overall a 49 overall. So it's really Justin Fields and that's it. So it's they go 49, rated 49. Never ever seen a guy that low. So it's one quarterback It's a one quarterback season. You guys know who you're going to be facing. It's going to be my man Justin Fields. He has the attributes, same attributes as he has in Madden 22. What I've noticed is a lot of the ratings to me didn't really change that much. Most of the ratings that they had last year is still carrying over to this year, from what I've seen. Like Justin Fields' rating, this is basically the same thing he had last year. Not much of it has changed, really. So I got a pretty solid guy there. Although it's rated overall 74. I got to make it work. The problem that I see, though, is still, although we don't really have a top-rated receiver, our receivers are kind of fast, which is a good thing compared to like previous years where I just have one fast wide receiver. I do have a rookie wide receiver that's in the 90s, like a 94 overall, which is the rookie Velas. All Fayless. Let's go to running backs. David Montgomery is still holding number 1 seed. Then you have Herbert coming in his second year, was a rookie last year. And of course, Terry Cohen got released last year after last season, so no more Terry Cohen. Although I do have a player, he's rated overall 69, that has the exact same attributes as just as Cohen. It's a 92 speed, 91 acceleration in Darrington Evans. So although he's a 69 overall, he's still a weapon I can still use. I'm going to show the catch ratings once I scroll down here. Coming out the backfield, I mean, they're 69 and 65 speed, though. They're still in the 90s in terms of speed, so they can still take it to the house. They just got to be able to catch the ball. So I'm just going to see what the catch ratings are for all 4 of them. I think Montgomery's a 75. Yeah, in the catch rating department. Albert's 66. He got 65 and a 71. So if I can, you're probably going to see a lot of drop balls. And I'm going to be able to catch a lot of passes downfield. But if I can get the screen going with him, and I can still do some damage. So now we're going to go to the offensive line. It's bad, man. Our team is really bad this year. There's no player in the 90s. I don't have a 90-rated player. I don't have any superstars. No superstar, no nothing. I don't have anything. No special abilities. It's just a raw team. We're just going off ratings only. The highest player on the team, I believe, is Roquan Smith at 89, and then it's a drop-off after that. So yeah, definitely going to be a struggle this year, and especially I've heard about the improved gameplay and everything. I just wonder how my guys are going to handle. I really wonder. So moving on to the offensive line here. Wide receiver, sorry. There goes Darnell Mooney, 79 overall, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Byron Pringle, we got him from the Chiefs, 91, 92. Now that 93 speed by Mooney, you guys saw last year, I couldn't really beat a lot of people deep. Some deep posts, yeah, maybe. But he wasn't getting away from a lot of folks. Like, you need that good, 95 speed and up threshold to, beat people off the line. So, it's going to be tough. But we'll see. We'll see how the game plays. I don't know how the game's going to play. I know pass rush is a big thing this year. I do have Davey Moore as another 90 guy. So, I have some speed. I got 6 on the other attributes. That's the rookie I was talking about right there. Velus Jones, a 94 speed, 94, 95 acceleration. So, he could definitely be a viable outside or possibly slot receiver or return man. So, one of those seasons, man. It all depends on how the game plays and how I'm going to use my players. So, I'll just try to stay away from Madden 22. So, I haven't been playing it for a while. I'm just going to get all my refocus for Madden 23 because I know it's a different game completely. And if it plays like football, I can still do some damage. Because that means we play harder on both sides. That means whatever I'm experiencing, my opponent's experiencing. The problem with last year's game was you couldn't really sack anybody, so how can you create turnovers? If you can sack people, the way they're saying you can sack people now, then maybe my defense can hold me into games. Or I can try to keep the game at a low-scoring pace with my defense. Because although the Bears are terrible, one thing they do have is speed. On the receiver side and also on the defensive side. Especially the secondary. Like, our secondary is okay. They're better than it was last year. They're not the best. I got a rookie that's coming in that's going to help in the strong safety department. And I'll get there when I get to it. I think we're going to offensive line, I believe. See all the offensive line. See how bad my offensive line is. Only one guy in the 80s. Everybody's below 70 or in the 70s or below. So it's bad there. I got White Chair. I think he's playing like the blind side. He's an 83. And then it's a drop off after that. So let's get to this thing here. All right. Actually, he's like 83. He's an 80 overall. It's even worse. So that's the left guard. Like a right guard there. 73. 72. Oh, I didn't get the centers. I got to go back and get the centers. But, Tevin Jenkins was a rookie last year. Really didn't play that much. And he's a 72. High strength at a 91. But yeah, it's a drop off after that. Everybody's in the 60s. So I'm looking right now. I don't see my centers. I have two centers on the team. Mustafa is one of them, but he's like a 63 or a 65, and then the other guy's like a 63 or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to grab the centers and throw them on this list to see the struggles we're gonna be facing this year. So I don't know how my record's gonna play out. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. I mean, it makes for an interesting, Madden season coming up. But I mean, it can also make it funny. It goes Mustafa 65, and then the other center, Doug Kramer, 63. So the interior of my line is gonna be a problem for those people that play with Aaron Donald and the Cox of the world and the Chris Jones. Those plays as interior. So I gotta really watch the center of my line. And being that you can't really scramble like you could this year, I mean, it's just going to be interesting how I play. I might have to run the ball a little bit more than pass all the time. I'm not going to have enough time to throw because I don't have the best line, as you can see. So I think I'm going to the secondary. Yep, I'm going to the secondary. I'm going to grab all the safeties and all the corners and kind of just display all of them all at once. So it's a shaky team. There's some highlight spots. The quarterback position, running back position is solid. Wide receiver is very average. Terrible line. So here's the secondary. Most of these guys are in the 90s in terms of speed. Not 90s, but they're high 80s in terms of speed. I mean, acceleration's over 90, but they have some speed. They're not slow like it was last year. Last year I had my strong safety was like a 79 speed. So at least I got speed this time. Jaquan Brisker is a rookie. He's going to be replacing, I forgot who was the safety last year. But he was slow. He was like a 79 speed. So it's glad to see somebody balance. Eddie Jackson, on the other side. So besides Johnson, I'm still looking at Kyler Gordon. He's a 71 overall. He's a rookie cornerback. But a starting cornerback on the other side is just about the same rating. So it's a give and take. I'm just going to see how it plays. Tevin Young, he's the other cornerback. So between him and Kyler Gordon, I got to decide who I want to play the second corner. All depends, man. I got to see how the game plays. We got to figure out my roster. Right now, I'm just kind of just running through them just to see where we stack compared to last year. And it seems a little bit bad. Plus, we're going to be going to 4-3. And we might be losing Robert Quinn because I think he's requesting a trade because he doesn't fit into the new system. And in this game right here, they're going to make him a left end as opposed to an outside linebacker because we're playing 4-3. So, and he's a stand-up rusher. Yeah, so it's a lot of uncertainties as the season comes up. I really don't know how it's going to play. I don't know how we're supposed to really use 4-3 in the game when linebackers don't really do much. Like for 4-3 to really be a viable defense, they have to allow the linebackers at least swat the ball down. And that's one thing I'm still hearing, that they're so scared of linebackers like intercepting balls, they don't even allow them to interact with the ball, which is what they need to at least do. Just allow them to swat the ball down. You don't pick it off, just swat it down. And that's why I think you don't really see a lot of 4-3 defenses. It's because linebackers do not react to the ball. So we'll see, man. We'll see how this stuff plays out. But here's my linebacking core. Same as everything else. Everybody's in the 70s. You know, Roquan Smith's only like, you know, notable superstar. He's like an 88, I believe. Or 89. Yeah, he's the best player on my team. So that's the Chicago Bears roster for Madden 23, man. It's really mediocre. I think we're like close to bottom tier teams from what I can see. We're probably going to be probably 28th ranked team in Madden this year. So it's going to be a rough season for me. And even the Bears going forward, how they play this season, I really don't know. It's all up in the air. We don't really know. It's a transition year. We're rebuilding. And it seems like, from what I'm seeing, we're also rebuilding in Madden. So wish me luck, man. And I'll try to get the game early. I'll try to play some games, do my videos. I'm going to resume making Madden videos again. And I'll see you guys online, man. Until next time, fellas, as usual, I'll holler at you dudes later. All right, one.